Hey guys, welcome to another test server video by Predator War Robots. So during this test server, we are testing out a bunch of different things. So let's start off with the first thing. We tested this last weekend, but the Dash robot, it is staying the exact same except for a 1 second plus on the shifting or jumping ability. So a tiny bit of a nerf. And it does make a difference, but I think it is for the best. And just here, just showing some footage. This is with the Punishers Mark II. I think they're called now, not Punisher T's or anything like that. And this was, I don't think they did the energy shields because I'm firing at a Fujin, and that shield is just, that take forever to take down with these weapons. Anyways, so just showing its speed. I get to this Fury. I had already taken the rest of its health out, but it was kind of boring. I think he might have froze, but anyways, took that guy out. Then make my way around here. And there's a Butch with double trebuchet or quadruple trebuchets, and I'm firing at him. And this thing is so fast that I've honestly, throughout testing it, I was dodging trebuchets by just going back and forth with the ability, and I think it really will be a really good touch to the game if they introduce this robot. Anyways, then I make my way eventually up right here, and I finish off the Butch, and yeah, take him out. And now here on Yamantau, and that's the new weapon that I'll be talking about soon, and that was on that Jesse. And I just want to show once again, like, the speed and the ability of this thing. It just flies around. Like, I just picked up this beacon from the start in like just over 20 seconds. That's pretty crazy. So then I get in front here, and I noticed that on the test server they weren't doing 3-on-3s anymore. I'm not sure why. Maybe there's just a lot of people, so they just wanted to make it as even as possible. Anyways, that was another Dash robot with prototype robot with the Tyrans, and he just kind of ran away there. And then I get to this point, and another part is that the Yamantau, they did change it a bit as they moved. See, that guy missed me with the trebuchets. Well, they moved one of the two home beacons. So there's this beacon, and then there's also a beacon I'll show you in a bit that's over to the left, and they move the position of that. And I don't know if they were planning on doing more, but they did change it a lot. And then this, I wanted to test how long it would take me to go across the whole map here. And I think it was just over a minute it took me to get across the whole thing. So that's really crazy. Because if you run slower heavy bots like the Lancelot or the Griffin or something like that, it'll take eternity to get all the way across. And this thing just flies. And now you can see that beacon used to be over farther right on that downward platform, and at the bottom under that, and they moved it up here. When I saw the email for the test server, I was expecting the rebalance to be a bit more like significant. I don't know how much of a difference that's gonna make. I know that the home team on that side will be able to get that beacon easier, but other than that, the other team, the enemy team, is still going to have a really hard time getting to that spot. And I thought that's what they kind of wanted to do, which would be to close in the map a bit and make it more of a beacon game rather than everyone just fighting for the center one. So that was a bit of a dogfight with another Dash with Tyrans. And here I'm running Orkans on it. Orkans and Tyrans are definitely the way to go with this robot. I'm still liking the Tyrans a bit better just because of the fast reload time. And I might post the video later just as a battle in itself, as I was getting multiple times I got over 1 million damage running 5 of the dash robots. But keep in mind, like, a lot of people were running similar setups, which would mean that there were less shielded bots, and that would make it a lot easier to get damage with the Tyrans. So anyways, another part of the test server, the Yamantau, they changed the beacon placement. And then with Springfield, I didn't drop on Springfield at all in a lot of battles, so I just hope they made something better. And then in Shenzhen, you now spawn under the arch on one side and then directly across from that on the other side. And I think they're going to make further changes to Yamantau in the future, because I know a lot of people really dislike that map. Anyways, this is the new Galahad and Gareth skin. Just showing you what it looks like from some different angles. I really like the Galahad skin. The Gareth one's not bad. I don't run the Gareth enough to buy a skin for it, but the Galahad one, it definitely looks pretty cool. And just getting some footage with the Gareth. I bought a Gareth recently. I haven't began upgrading it, but it really is a fast robot, and it does pack like somewhat of a punch. It's only one less Magnum than a Galahad. And the Gareth is definitely a really good brawler, surprisingly, because you wouldn't expect it to be so. But anyways, that on a side note, and I'm just going to show a short clip of what the Galahad paint job looks like in game just before the match starts. So it is all red, and it has some details. It has the skull on the shield, and it really goes well together. So then the last part of the test server, and this I found to be the most disappointing part, was the new prototype weapon. It looked like a Magnum, and there were 3 types. Each one had a different projectile speed, 13, 18, and 23. And you'll see, so these little Magnum things, they shoot these tiny, or not even tiny, just these floating bubbles. And they don't do a huge amount of damage, but if you get close enough, I think you could do something. And you'll just see throughout this footage, like, this was the only damage I could get with these. And I was running 5 robots each with at least 2 of these, and they were just not working well. You'll see I'll try to get really close, and then because they can stay in the air up to 15 seconds, and they do follow the target, except if the target avoids them fast enough, they just start flashing and then they disappear. Definitely not a weapon that anyone probably is looking forward to, hopefully. But Pixonic is just trying to throw in a bunch of different weapons and see which one the players like the best. So props to them for that. And here, Orkin and 2 of them, and I send them and they don't even make it because they're just so slow. And then I tried, these were some hybrid setups. I try to get really close to this Jeopard, fire, and he just runs away from them and I die. And here's another one with the Galahad. It does go through physical and energy shields. Anyways, that's it, guys. And if you want more content like this, make sure to come back to Predator War Robots.